Hello, hello, hello.
There
Hello.
he is.
Hi, Jen.
Hey,
Kenny,
how
you're
are you
supposed to
doing?
be the more technologically advanced out of the whole three of us, man.
No,
What's
here,
going on?
here's what happened. Here's what happened. I was gonna use my laptop, and at the very last minute, I'm like, my iPad is in front of me, and this is perfect for this. So I had to set it up real quick. Sorry.
That's okay.
How have you been, Jen?
I've been very well. Yeah. Just been trying to keep busy and make the most of this past year.
Yeah, yeah. Same with us, I guess,
No, it
or with
seems like you
everyone.
guys have, going on motorcycle rides, creating some cool music.
Yeah, yeah. We tried. Yeah, we'll get into that later. But yeah, we did rode a lot of motorcycles last year, and it's kind of like what kept us like from losing our minds, pretty much.
I can imagine.
I love the Freddie Mercury in the back, by the way.
Hell yeah,
Thank you. Yes, can't go wrong with a little Freddie Mercury.
I,
yeah,
I know you're a huge Queen fan, so
Always.
yeah.
I will die a Queen fan.
How many times have you seen that late movie that came out with
Ooh.
Rami? I forget his last name.
Oh, Rami Malek.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Did
He
you
Yeah,
did a
I
watch it?
probably,
fantastic job.
yeah, I actually have it on DVD.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, I've seen
I
it
love that
probably
movie. So good.
3 or 4 times already.
Nice,
Mm.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did a
did a
great
great
job with it.
job too. Yeah,
He
I
did,
agree.
yeah. He actually did his homework, so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
I loved
we
it.
criticize him.
actually we actually came up with one of the new songs has a little bit of Brian May in it. So
Yeah, yeah,
right, Kenny?
yeah, yeah. A
I
little
love that.
reference to old like guitar harmonies from Queen. Yeah, for
The
sure.
Queen harmonies, yeah.
Yeah, we called it the Queen Harmony. Yeah.
Hey, I love that. So talk to me a little bit about the new lineup and, what you can tell me
Awesome.
about Camaraderie.
Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, so let's go back to January 2020. So the year started and we found ourselves with Lewis had just left for Florida, our old drummer. Shout out to Lewis. He moved to Florida, so we started the year with no drummer, and we used to practice at his place. So we started the year with no drummer and no place to practice at. And we were like, oh wow, okay, what do we do now? We found Joe. We knew him through the scene. So we hit up Joe and we were like, Joe, are you interested in this band, in this project? We need a full-time member that's committed and then can fit all the the slots that we need that member to fit. He agreed. He thought it was a great idea. So we started jamming, and chemistry was there. Uh, he played the part in terms of like he's kind of like the piece we needed in order to keep the machine going, kind of thing. Uh, so we're excited. So let's get to work. Right when we said that, COVID hit, and we were like, oh crap, what do we do now? Um, I don't want to be the only one talking. You want to pitch in, Joe or CB?
Yeah, sure. I can jump in there. So yeah, I mean, COVID hit. Obviously, the weather started getting nicer, and then we were like, "Hey, well, we can't do much of anything else, so we might as well go out and ride." And
Yeah,
he knew the guys knew that I rode, and they were riding bikes too. So we all got together to do that. Figure it's something that you can do and still social distance and all that stuff.
yeah,
And then got the idea that, hey, let's make music that'll fit a motorcycle ride. And so let's try to do a new concept idea just with the three of us and see what happens. So we just started slapping some cameras on the bikes and filming our
yeah,
adventures and coming up with ideas to try to encapsulate that feel of riding through music.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, no, I was gonna say definitely. Uh, riding with Joe, because Kenny and I have been riding motorcycles for quite a while now. Basically, since we met each other. Uh, Aside from the music stuff, we've been riding together, but definitely the motorcycle rides uh, helped us not only connect with Joe musically, but also at a different level. Um, riding motorcycles has a different type of connection, different than driving cars or doing other, you
Yeah,
know, activities that you know, it does get you to a point where you're actually connecting, kind of like a brotherhood. That's where the camaraderie name for the EP came from. So
yeah, yeah. Even though like you're individually on your bike and you're taking care of you and your bike, you ride as a group. So that organically and naturally becomes like, hey, where you got that kind of band of brothers feel to it. So it just develops like organically. So it was natural to everything happen like so organically. At some point I'm like, okay, I guess we're just doing this. It's just the thing to do. So it became what we did.
That's cool. And so the music video for Revving, was that filmed by you guys, or did you have someone following you on a motorcycle filming you?
That's a great question. So because of COVID protocols and all the restrictions and whatnot, you're very familiar with this already, I bet. We had to take a DIY approach. So pretty much from riding the bikes, filming, producing, directing, editing, writing the music, producing the music, arranging the music, everything we did ourselves pretty much. Because it was just too difficult to start reaching out or getting people be like, hey, the protocol is this, you're gonna have to wait 3 weeks, or you have to get in line or schedule, like do an appointment or whatnot. We're like, no, we can't just sit at home waiting for those things to happen. We are doers, and we just like, let's go out there and do it ourselves. So to your question on the video for Revving, some of it, we use our own cameras, and some other parts we brought in our friend, the Sickler brothers, shout out to them, to just assist on the whole process. But that was like a minor part on the video because of the restrictions and scheduling and whatnot, you know, and transportation, everything. Like it added that extra layer of difficulty, but we were like super motivated, and we wanted to do what we were doing.
Yeah, we did have a good couple of times where we did have extra cameras, and we had the Sigler brothers filming us as we were riding. And then the other half of that was just GoPros. And I'm kind of like the MacGyver of the group, where I've got the tools and the ability to like fabricate some stuff. So I made these rigs to mount up on our bikes, to mount the cameras up high and behind us, to be able to kind of get a couple of different views. And we just got together and figured out where we could stick a GoPro, put it down here, see the shifter, and put it over here and see this, and point it back at us, and film as much as possible, and then slap it all together. And then Kenny did the rest. He's the one who edited it and put it all together and put the final touches on it.
Well, one of the interesting facts I want to add, Jen, and a lot of people take this for granted, and they don't know, but everything you hear that's sound design in the recording, we actually were the ones who created those sounds. So
we capture those sounds ourselves.
So the motorcycles that you hear in the recordings, it's actually our own motorcycles that we recorded ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
So we wanted to make it as organic and as real as possible. So so we decided to explore with that approach, and I think it came out, pretty well for the approach that we took. So
anecdotes on that, CV. So a few of the motorcycle sounds were, well, I'm gonna give up the secret, I guess. It's not a secret, but we like to think it was a secret. But a few of the motorcycle sounds we captured. We did it at the roof parking lot at the Chestnut Hill Mall, because everything was empty. We kind of like snuck in, went to the rooftop, or the last level of the parking lot, and then we did our passes on the motorcycles and captured the sounds. That was one time. The other one, we did it at a parking lot at a building that Joe can give us more details on.
Oh, yeah.
I forget what building that was.
It's my office, but nobody was there because we've all been working from home for COVID, so the place was empty.
So it was an empty parking lot. So we did our runs there and captured some sounds there. And then some of the other sounds were captured just like on the road.
Yeah, while filming, just like the camera picked up the audio and we grabbed it.
we should give a shout out to your dad too, Joe, for helping us with that. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Joe's dad
Joe's
was in
dad
the.
is also a motorcycle rider, and he joined us for some of the rides, and he helped
Exactly,
us a
yeah.
little bit with that recording.
Yeah.
So shout out to Doug.
He's kind of like a silent partner, like silent fifth member, because Lewis is obviously the first silent fourth member, I'd say.
Yes, sir.
Is he in the music video or no?
Nope, no, he's
He's
not in the
not
video. Just the three of us. But,
Okay.
He's not in revving, but he's gonna have a cameo on the video for ripping. So, and
Yeah,
that's
he'll
coming up
definitely be
pretty
in that
soon.
one. Yeah, he was with us on every ride that we could put together over the summer as well. So he was having a blast just being on the ride with us as well.
Yeah.
Very cool. You should get, like, once COVID is gone, you should get a video of you doing all those motorcycle hand signals to other people.
That would be awesome. Yeah. That's part of the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep.
How do you do it? I don't know how to do it.
Do you ride, Jen?
No, but whenever I see motorcyclists pass each other, they do this some sort of hand signal to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The under the bar, this.
Yeah. There's probably a couple specific signals for different groups, but for the most part, it's just the wave. Even if you don't know the guy, it's just, hey, I'm on a bike, you're on a bike, and it's just acknowledgement. Hey, ride safe, enjoy your day. Yeah. So it's another, like, just like Kenny said, it's like a whole big group, even though you've never met the person, that you see them riding, like, hey, you're enjoying yourself, so am I.
Correct.
And who came up with the titles for the songs?
So the titles for the songs, I mean,
I was going to say it was pretty democratically, right, Ken?
Yeah, I think it was pretty collective.
Yeah, but it's then again, it came up organically, because those are like terms you use constantly when riding motorcycles. All the terms or all the titles are motorcycle related terms.
Right.
I don't know.
And it fits the part of the
like,
song too. Like each one of the songs fits a different portion of the ride, so we had to make sure that the terms fit the notes of the song.
Very good point. Yeah, the titles are very related to what we try to, like, make the music feel when you listen to it for each song, like Joe said.
Okay, yeah, I was kind of curious about that. If the title kind of related to the feel of the song, or, you know, how it came up. I don't know if there's like a backstory.
Oh, go ahead, CB.
So Jen, I was gonna say, so definitely, you know, you've heard Chrome Miracle in the past. This is definitely an atypical release for us. You know, we've never thought we would do anything instrumentally, but this is. What happened here? Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, I was saying this is an atypical release. We never thought we would do anything just instrumentally because of the nature of our band. But we felt that with everything going on, this was a different expression of freedom. Let's call it that. You know, with COVID and again, we needed to be out. We couldn't just be indoors and, you know, lament ourselves, basically.
Yeah.
And it was a good way to connect with Joe as well and see, you know, explore different things for our band. We plan to be, you know, either a fourth or even a fifth piece in the near future with new music.
When things go back to normal.
Right.
Correct. This was just, you know, again, we wanted to add music to our rides, and, you know, we just wanted to see what were our limits, you know, as with Joe and with everything that was going on. So this is how this came up to be. I don't know if you knew that part of Camaraderie. We don't plan to be an instrumental band in the future.
That because some people might think, oh, hey, this is a trio now and they're instrumental. That's not the case. That's not the case. We just try to make the most out of a crappy year, and we did not want to dwell on the pandemic and sit at home waiting for things to pass, because we don't know when that's going to happen. And it also keeping ourselves busy and doing stuff that we enjoy doing, that fulfills our souls and like our hearts in a way. We needed that as people. So we went with it. At the same time, we were musicians, and when you have a musician not being able to play out or do what they do throughout a whole year, it's like cutting their legs off. And we're like, hey, we're not down to feeling that. We want to do what we do. We want to do what we enjoy doing. We're musicians. We're going to create music. Let's take this opportunity to do that. And when things pass, which they should pass pretty soon, we will go back to normal and look back like, hey, in that year, this is what we did. You know?
Yeah, we knew it was going to be different, and we fully embraced that and just made it be all about the bikes. So, I mean, that's the song titles, the feel of each song. It was just going to go full boat right into it. It's all going to be that kind of idea. Like not designed necessarily for live shows, because you couldn't play live shows. So it was more about just that soundtrack and trying to embody that each part of the experience.
Yeah, the reason why I brought it up too is some people have asked, oh, are you guys now a trio or whatever? And by no means this is the limit for Cruel Miracle. Let's put it that way.
This was the 2020 Cruel Miracle.
Yeah.
So the 2021 Cruel Miracle, yeah, you just wait to hear. There's going to be some stuff coming for sure.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask you, what was next for Cruel Miracle in 2021. So your plans are to find maybe a vocalist or another one or two people to join the band?
Yeah, we definitely have eyes set on true vocals, and we're working on that, and we're playing around with the idea of having a full-time keyboardist as well, because we really loved having the keyboard sounds in this record. Yeah. So we'd like to add that aspect too. Yeah. So yeah, we've already got a lot of tunes ready to go that we'll be putting the finishing touches on soon, but designed around the traditional vocalist
formation.
Kind of,
yeah. So I want to go back to Camaraderie, something that we like we saw the opportunity on expanding our sound. So in that recording, we added so many instruments that had never been put into a Cruel Miracle recording before. So we kind of like explore instruments, textures, and even people like performing those instruments within the recording. And I think the final result we're super happy with, and we are definitely like trying to incorporate some of those sounds in future recordings. So this Camaraderie album allowed us to explore options, which allowed us as well to grow as musicians and as a producers of our own music. So that was kind of neat. And moving forward, we're definitely going to incorporate that more.
Yeah, we had a couple of people that did help us with some of the instrumentation. One of them was
forgot.
Well, Rob, Joe's friend Rob Proctor. He played minor percussion and some congas in the recordings, and we also had our friend Shane Sager play harmonica with us. He's currently the harmonica player for Sting. So he took time out of his busy musical schedule to actually give us a little bit of that magic in our recordings. So
that's very cool.
Yeah.
Exciting. And so we were mentioning the last show I saw you guys at was at Thunder Road, and unfortunately I think that venue has closed down.
Yeah.
So many have closed. It's really tough.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully they'll be able to bounce back. I know a lot of them want to reopen when things change, but too many of them having to just shut the doors is just a sad thing.
Yeah, same with Great Scott. But I heard that once Somerville received a grant, I think, for.
We heard, but does that mean they're gonna like unclose or reopen? I don't know how you want to call it.
I think they're going to like find a new location.
Gotcha.
Okay. I think they were talking also about Great Scott moving to Pizzeria Regina, but I don't know if that ever happened or not.
So yeah, CV, and on a sad note, I just read like 10 minutes ago that a live on 212 that's in Maine is closing.
Yeah.
Do you remember that venue?
Yeah, of course. We played there a few times.
Yeah, so they're closing, and I like that was such a sad news to me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But hey,
Well, it's definitely gonna be different. I guess it's evolution, baby. Do the
it's evolution, baby. Yeah.
Yep, it's never going to go away. So I mean, if it went away in one spot, it's going to pop up in the other spot. And once
I'm
these
hoping.
restrictions, yeah,
I hope so, Joe. And that's kind of like what the guy Alan from 21 Life at 212 said. He's like, hey, this is not a goodbye forever. I still have all this equipment. I have to figure out where to put it once things go back to normal.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Once
things
things
are
open
gonna
back up,
adjust.
the arts and entertainment are just going to explode, and
Yeah,
we're gonna be ready for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's gonna be such a demand, I guess, for people to just go out and
Yeah,
enjoy
people are gonna
themselves
go
again
crazy.
at some
Yep.
point.
Yeah.
Exactly. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys, what music have you guys been listening to outside of your own?
Good question. Who wants to start?
I don't know. I'm always the old school guy here, I guess. I don't know. But I've been listening lately, believe it or not, and I wasn't a huge fan when he was that popular, but lately I've been listening a lot of Marilyn Manson for some reason.
Interesting.
And I think I dig the new stuff better than I did the old stuff. But
I've been listening to the new Deftones remix album. Super interesting. It's the remix of White Pony, which is like, I think it's the 20th anniversary of that album coming out. So they did a remix for each one of the songs on that album. I've been listening to that.
Well, those are two new albums that I'll have to listen to.
Nice.
We're all huge fans. The three of us have a link to that '90s grunge, so we've always been big on the Smashing Pumpkins and Stone Temple Pilots and Pearl Jam, and a lot of those kind of notes get in there. But I've been really into this band called Dopapod, which is another Boston band, which can't remember when they formed. I think they've been around for a good while, but really good jam type band stuff, but like a little harder, a little heavier than say Fish or something like that, where it's less about the dancing, and they bring some interesting pieces to that genre of music. So I've been really digging them lately.
So it's called Dopapod?
Yeah, Dopapod. Everything they do is a palindrome. So the name is a palindrome, and then each album name is a palindrome too. So they've got an album called Mega Gem and another one called Never Odd or Even. So they play with that whole thing where everything's a palindrome, same forward and back.
I want to point out that don't judge us for what we're listening lately. We like
we listen to
music, and we love music in general. So we go to the extremes,
Yeah.
Like I've been listening also to the new Soul, the movie Soul. The soundtrack is done by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, and it's like instrumental, ambient kind of sounds. So I've been listening to that too.
I don't know. I'm usually the one that listens to like the 70s stuff and the 80s stuff, but again, lately, it's not that I'm not listening to that, but I've been paying a little more attention to what Marilyn Manson is doing. So
I know. See, every time I get in CV's car, he will play like Sepultura, Chaos AD album, which is old school, but
That's
it's a good
masterpiece. Absolute masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece. Yeah. So every time I get in his car,
that's going intense, though. I don't know, by today's standards, is that intense, or would you call?
It's probably soft. I don't know. It was intense back in the day.
Now it's probably groove metal more than
and that's
metal.
like pop.
It's tough to tell because I mean even the hard metal these days still has a lot of that almost emo kind of
true. Very
like
true.
the clean vocals, like it has to have those softer choruses and
very true.
Yeah. So I mean I think it would still be considered heavy because it doesn't have any of that clean vocal aspect.
True.
Yeah, I just remember seeing his music videos as a child growing up on MTV and VH1, and I know he just scared me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Max
I know
Caballero.
he has those weird contacts in his eyes, and
Yeah, he's
Oh,
a
sorry,
scary
Marilyn,
dude.
so-
But I can tell you,
Marilyn.
now that I've been evaluating a little more his musical, I don't know, persona, let's say that. The last two records are amazing, amazing.
CB, his last song is like pop, straight up pop.
He's always experimented a little bit with electronics and pop, and
Yeah,
you know,
it's
he
like an
used to be
acoustic
more
guitar
grunge,
and very.
industrial, but now he's actually very clean sometimes now, but too,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
didn't he do a cover of "Tainted Love"? I think,
He did a cover of Tainted
yeah,
Love, yeah.
which
he
is
did
like a
that,
pop
but
song.
the new stuff is a little bit more, I don't know, it's like it's still dark, but it's very clean. I would encourage you to listen to it. It's
And the production is very polished nowadays too.
it's
On his
amazing. The
recordings.
production is amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
Hmm. All right, I'll have to check those three out. Thank you.
Yeah.
Always trying to find new music to listen to.
Oh. Did I go away?
You're there, Kenny.
I was trying to get a screenshot, but I don't know how on the iPad. Oops.
Careful.
Can you get one, Joe? Because you're in the computer.
Maybe.
Don't ruin the interview.
Yeah. I can record it, but maybe you could take a screenshot of it later, I guess. I'll just
So
Yeah,
Jen,
because
what
I was
have you
gonna-
been up to?
No, I have to ask the
Yeah,
host to
Jen.
give me permission to record.
Jen, now it's our time to interview you.
Okay.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
All right, what do you want to ask me?
What have you
So
been up
what
to?
have you been up to?
Oh,
What have you
okay,
been
sorry.
listening to?
Oh, what I've been listening to?
Yeah.
Oh, there's quite a few things I've been listening to lately. Do you know this band called shoot? I just totally blanked on their name.
Always happens when you put on the spot.
Oh,
you know everything.
the new
Punched
the new
out,
Royal
punched out.
Blood single is fire. FYI.
Oh, Royal Blood, I think they're called.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The new single is fire. Straight up fire.
I think they're called Royal Blood. They're from England. They
Yeah.
have a song called "Figure It Out."
Yes.
Yeah, a friend
That's the
introduced me
band.
to this band, and yeah, they were really cool.
Have you listened to their latest single?
I think so. Yeah, I think my friend played the new song for me.
So good.
Yeah, they're really cool. Other than that, gosh, there's so many bands I've been coming across lately.
I know you like classic rock. Any bands with a classic rock sound that you recommend?
Yeah, there was one called One in the Chamber. They're from Canada. They got a cool, they're kind of like a mixture of classic rock and 90s grunge combined together, which is really
That's
cool.
interesting. I have to
Yeah,
check
and the
that out.
vocalist has a really wide range, so he can like hit all these different notes, which is really cool.
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 Have you
Yeah,
listened to Rival Sons, Jen,
Yeah,
or not?
I bet she does.
Yeah, Rival Sons is cool too. They got like that bluesy rock.
Yeah,
But
we
they're
love
also
it.
They're a
kinda
little bit
campy,
like of
too.
Led Zeppelin, a little bit with, I don't know, Rage Against the Machine. They do mix a little bit of everything.
Yeah, no, they're cool too.
Yeah.
There's just so many, so many underground bands, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, I remember that last show at Thunder Road that you put together. All the bands were so good that night.
Yeah,
Like,
Red Sky Mary. Yeah, I hope they're still making music. I don't know what they're up to.
Victim of Circumstance. And then the other band, I forget the name, Black something. I don't know if it's Black Motel. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah.
Jen, what's the name of the band? I think I saw it on your Facebook, or not on your personal Facebook, but the one for Don't Forget to Rock. There's a I think it's a trio. It's a all-girl trio from Nashville.
Oh yeah, Jax Hollow. The singer went to Berklee College of Music, and yeah, she's
Excellent
in
band. I didn't know them, and I found them through one of your posts, and
Oh, that's
I
great.
really like what they're doing. You know.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's working with a producer named Michael Wagner, and he's worked with a lot of classic rock bands.
Nice. Is she a solo project or is it a band? or how
It's a
heard?
band, but she's like the singer and I think lead guitarist.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like Bon
she's pretty
Jovi kind of thing.
talented. Pretty talented.
Yeah, she's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's so much good music out there. So I'm really excited for 2021. So everyone can get back on the road and performing the music.
Once-
Oh, that would be
great.
amazing. We miss it for
Yeah,
sure.
once the weather breaks, once it gets a little warmer out there, I mean, people are getting the vaccines. I think it's going to start relaxing, and hopefully there'll be some good outdoor shows in the summertime, and then hopefully that will continue as things get better.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
We're gonna call it the vaccine tour when we go back.
The vaccine tour.
Right? Yeah.
The back scene.
The vaccine tour.
Yeah.
ESL,
Oh,
ESL.
so you gotta coin
English is
that.
my second
No,
language, so
CV,
don't make fun of
I'm
me,
not.
Ken.
CV, well, let's call it the back. BACK scene.com or CINE.com. I don't know.
I think we're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel very soon. So.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Well-
What's at what's now where it used to be Thunder Road? What's there now? Do you know?
I have no idea actually.
Okay.
Probably nothing.
I think there's nothing, yeah.
Boo.
I drove by the other day and I didn't see anything new.
Yeah, it's probably just
Hmm.
empty.
Hmm.
Well, is there anything else you want to mention before we sign off? Unfortunately, Zoom is telling me we have 4 minutes left before.
Yes. So before we sign off, thank you for having us, Jen.
Yeah, no
It's always a
problem.
pleasure talking to you. Stay in touch. And for everyone listening, follow us on social media and all that stuff. We're constantly posting stuff. Yeah, reach out to us, comment our posts. I don't know, interact with us. We like talking to people, especially in these times where we're like locked in, sort of. So the more we can interact with people, the better.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Jen, thanks for having us as always. You've been a good supporter since the beginning, so we appreciate that.
it.
Yeah, my pleasure. I can't wait to
And-
see you guys in person again.
Yes.
And you're
Absolutely.
super invited to any of our motorcycle rides too, so you can experience camaraderie as well.
Yeah, maybe I'll
Yeah.
have to learn how to ride.
We can teach you if you want.
Or I'll get one of those tiny Vespas.
Hey.
Hey, it's still a bike.
Exactly.
There you
Yeah.
go. Anything on 2 wheels has sold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. That'd be fun. Well, thanks so much, guys. It's been a blast chatting with you, and keep up the good music. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.